Backlash this Saturday, and in all honesty, the only reason I'm pretty excited for this pay-per-view is because I get to watch Backlash at 7 p.m. because it's in France, as opposed to the usual 1 a.m., 2 a.m. that we usually have. I mean, that's probably the only reason I'm excited, because the card is a bit weird. But at least it's only a 5-match card, so let's make some predictions for Backlash 2024. So there's only one non-title match on this card, and it's Solo Sikoa and Tonga versus Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. Didn't Kevin Owens originally just want to get away from fighting factions? So what is going on? How did Kevin Owens get back into just feuding with the Bloodline again? I don't know, it just feels so random. It kind of feels like they're going through this thing where they're like, we don't know what to do with Kevin Owens, we don't know what to do with Randy Orton. I like that they have like this little budding friendship thing that they're doing where they kind of have each other's backs, which is really nice. But come on, there's got to be something better to do with Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. And I kind of just want Randy Orton to turn heel, because heel Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes is going to be the greatest thing we can see right now. In terms of predictions, because this is Tama Tonga's very first match, and this is kind of like the new era of the Bloodline, I kind of think Kevin Owens needs to take the pin. I think that Kevin Owens and Randy Orton don't really lose anything by losing to this new era of the Bloodline. Especially because Solo Sikoa hasn't won a match since beating John Cena. Solo just needs some sort of credibility to move on to being the next tribal chief. So we need to give Solo that win. My pick is the Bloodline, Tama Tonga, and Solo Sikoa. Moving on to some title matches, we have Bayley versus Naomi and Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship. Okay, can I just say that I hate Backlash being so close to Mania, purely because we know that there's no chance in hell of the champions losing their titles now. Okay, Damian Priest, Cody Rhodes, Bayley, brand new champions, and for Damian and Cody, it's their very first title defense. So there's not a chance in hell that they are losing their titles anytime soon. Like, I would actually have them go at least to SummerSlam, if not further, all the way to the next Mania. So, to be honest, they shouldn't be losing their titles anytime soon. And with Bayley, she's already defended her title on SmackDown, but this is her first PLE title defense, so she shouldn't be losing this. It's really nice that it's a triple threat, and this is a really nice platform for Tiffany Stratton. So I think it's going to be a really, really good match, but I don't really think that Bayley's in a position to lose right now. So she's got a ton of momentum coming out of Mania, and I really didn't like that her very first title defense firstly was on SmackDown, but secondly ended in a no disqualification / no contest because Tiffany interfered. Personally, I think it should have been against like Zelina Vega or Michin or someone, and have Bayley have a really good match against them to add some credibility to that championship once again, because Io, as good as Io was with that championship, she didn't defend it enough, and then people kind of lost interest in the title. It's not a good idea for her to lose that title now. My pick is Bayley. Bayley is going to win this match. I think the next one's also pretty obvious. It's Jade, Cargill, and Bianca Belair versus the Kabuki Warriors for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Okay, is there any doubt in anyone's mind about who's going to win this match? I mean, it's got to be Jade and Bianca, right? Unfortunately, they didn't really let the Kabuki Warriors do anything with those titles, and to me, this is just really sad. I mean, the Women's Tag Team Championships should firstly be about building credible, really good tag teams, and secondly, so that you have another women's program. And I think NXT does a really, really good job of having lots of different women's feuds running all at the same time. And I thought that Damage Control holding all the gold would do that. It would mean that there would be different feuds going into SmackDown because Damage Control is your main faction. So you could have a really, really nice women's program just involving Damage Control, and the Kabuki Warriors were free to do their own thing. So I genuinely thought that the Kabuki Warriors could do more with the titles, and they definitely can, but unfortunately they didn't have the opportunity to. And now I think they're going to lose the titles. And yeah, it's not the worst build up, but I do wish something more had happened because, I mean, since Mania, they've been in the same room but they haven't interacted, which to me is kind of weird. So yeah, Damage Control can drop the titles and move on to Raw, and then Jade, Cargill, and Bianca Belair should win the titles and have hopefully some really good feuds on SmackDown. I mean, Chelsea Green is going to be on SmackDown now, so Chelsea Green and Piper Niven and Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, that sounds like gold, actually. Chelsea Green's been excellent in the comedic role recently, so yeah, I'm really going to enjoy that if it does happen. My pick for this match is Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Jey Uso versus Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship. This has been so silly, actually. This has been very, very, very silly. Okay, now you guys know how I feel about champions losing right before a pay-per-view. I don't care that this was a 6-man tag team match. So we had Ricochet and Andrade team up with Jey Uso against the Judgment Day. Firstly, this match wasn't even really like a really good go-home angle match for the title. Secondly, Finn Balor got pinned. I don't think this match was even necessary. They could have actually just had a contract signing and it would have been good. But then you have Jey Uso pin Finn Balor, which means Damian Priest took a loss. And this was his first match after winning the title. So in my opinion, this match just wasn't a good idea. Because you had Jey Uso beating Finn Balor, which is fine. Which means that he's pinned Finn Balor twice since Mania. Secondly, you have Damian Priest lose. I don't understand why you should have your champion lose. Firstly, this is his first match since Mania. So for me, Jey Uso doesn't actually need this win in order to gain momentum for his match with Damian Priest. Because he's already won at Mania, he's already beat Finn Balor, he already won the #1 contenders match for this title. So he didn't actually need the extra momentum going into this. Like I said, these are brand new champions going into this pay-per-view. They shouldn't be losing. They really shouldn't. And my pick is Damian Priest. He needs to retain the title here. There is no other option, really. Damian needs to win clean and solidify the fact that he is the World Heavyweight Champion. And finally, Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles. And for me, this has been a dream match coming. And I really was hoping that they would build more on the fact that Cody has not faced AJ before, but AJ's faced Dusty. I think that that's such a nice piece of wrestling history that they could have added into that. But they kind of touched on it, but they really haven't gone into it too much. And I think that's the problem with having a pay-per-view every month, is that there really isn't enough time to build up long feuds with really good storytelling. But I mean, AJ Styles just has this aura about him where he needs to win the title. You want him to win the title. And we all know he's not going to win the title here. I think Cody needs to steamroll through challenges. He really needs to just build up a ton of momentum. But my pick is for Cody Rhodes to retain the undisputed WWE Championship. Anyway, those are my predictions for WWE Backlash 2024. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Please do all of that good YouTube stuff. Give this video a like. Tell me your thoughts down below in the comments. And subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. Copy the link and share this video with your friends. Or just copy the link because it helps either way. And yeah, I will see you at a lovely 7 p.m. for Backlash. As always, be mindful and be kind.